Hello, this is Ramon Vela, CEO of Street Smart Solution Provider. Today I'm going to talk about building trust and attracting clients using our Trusted Advisor marketing package. Let me start by asking you two questions. What do you do when your customers' priorities have changed? And do your customers trust you? Now, this economy has been difficult for many of us, primarily because people have changed how they buy, what they buy, and how they evaluate vendors and partners. And this change is what is wreaking havoc on our sales. So let's discuss some of these changes. IT buyers want to save money. They need help justifying projects and maintaining and utilizing existing assets, and potentially they need a third-party objectivity that can bring clarity to their challenges. Bottom line, they're focused on solving problems. Unfortunately, these new priorities and changes are causing longer sales cycles, making it harder to make appointments, creating difficulty getting your foot in the door in new accounts, and perhaps forcing your sales reps to tie business priorities with technology solutions, something they may or may not have been doing pre-recession. Finally, it's getting harder to differentiate yourself from your competitors. And speaking of competitors, they're coming from all different angles. Manufacturers, solution providers, resellers, VARs, consultants, systems integrators, everywhere. And they're discounting and lowering profit margins for you. And on top of all this, they're barraging your clients and prospects with lots of marketing, creating more noise and making it harder to communicate your message and your value to your market. So given what I just discussed, I now want you to ask yourself, why would anyone want to meet with my salesperson? Why would anyone want to share information with my salesperson? Why would anyone spend time at an event or an appointment with my salesperson? And why would anyone trust us? As I pondered these questions and took in my observation and my experience with people who sell and market technology, I came to realize that the problem isn't with budgets and money. Those are problematic. But the core problem is really a lack of trust. Now you see it as this recession has unfolded, especially now with the healthcare debate. People don't trust their government, they don't trust their financial advisors, their employers, because their employers have been laying off people and they're wondering if I'm going to be next, and they don't trust their vendors. Now it's not personal, but given that their budgets are restrained and they're under financial scrutiny, they simply do not trust that the results and the ROI that you promised them will happen. And so they hesitate. They hesitate with making IT buying decisions. And so this new reality and this new economy is telling us that people don't want to be sold. People want leadership. They want someone who's going to help navigate them through this financial malaise. They want people they can trust. And remember, building trust is paramount in sales. People want relevant, authentic, no-hype information to help them make decisions. In other words, if you first build trust by how you market and how you demonstrate your value and expertise, then people will buy what you market and sell. Now, armed with this, I set out to create an ideal campaign. Ideally, this campaign will generate leads, differentiate you from others using your own intellectual capital, because remember, your expertise cannot be copied. It positions you as a thought leader, an expert and authority. It generates awareness using different channels such as video, articles, and social media. It brands your company via your expertise instead of your manufacturer, your partner, or your vendor's brand. And finally, it maximizes marketing ROI by creating a reusable, consistent system to generate follow-up and prospects. Now, using these objectives as a guide, I created the Trusted Advisor marketing package. It utilizes an email campaign, your intellectual capital, video, social media, all in concert to achieve the objectives we previously discussed. And it works in 5 basic ways. 1, we choose the top 3 customer problems that you want to help solve. 2, we interview and capture your expertise in your intellectual capital. 3, we create customized content based on this interview and your expertise. And 4, we create a vehicle to deliver this expertise, such as an email campaign. 5, we incorporate and integrate a social media strategy. And then 6, there is a 6, this is a bonus, you receive sales tips and tools on how to use this program. Because remember, the most successful campaigns are those in which marketing and sales work together. So let's see an example of how this campaign works. This campaign you see in front of you is a campaign we did for Adexis. And I'll talk about a company who really has their marketing together. Now, they wanted to share information that you didn't find anywhere else, not in the usual marketing literature, for instance. They coined it virtualization beyond the hype. They wanted to show people how to implement virtualization, but with a focus on what happens after you virtualize your infrastructure, what the pitfalls are, what to avoid, etc., and how to ensure success. Bottom line, they gave real, authentic, in-the-trenches knowledge that IT executives could really appreciate and use to make their decisions. And so we created an email. This email is broadcast to their list. People click on the link, fill out a form, subscribe to the video series. They go to a landing page. Now this landing page that you see here doesn't have a video on it, but in our new Trusted Advisor program, you will have a video. You will have a spokesperson who greets your visitors, describes the offer, and thanks them for subscribing. After this, they get a confirmation thank you page. The next email they get contains a link that contains the video. On the video page itself, there's a survey in which we capture additional qualifying information. And when they fill out the survey, they also get a thank you page that reminds them that for every survey they fill out, they get entered into some sort of drawing. Now, the next example is a Trusted Advisor campaign that we did for another company. This example is of a blog that we put together for them. This post, for instance, that you see there was uploaded, and a few days later we got a lead. Now this lead, by the way, didn't even come from our original prospecting list. It was someone who found the blog through the web, who was searching for content to help them make decisions. Now in regards to results, now the customary disclaimer applies. Not all results will be the same, but in our experience, we find that people respond very positively to this approach. So, for instance, in this Adexis campaign that we described earlier, we generated over 100 leads in a 12-week time frame. And actually, since this campaign was automatic and runs on its own, and it's a consistent and reusable system, this campaign was generating 1 to 2 leads per week shortly after completing the campaign's initial push. Plus, we had several instances where people shared the email with associates around the country. Now that's good news. Now as you can see, there are a variety of titles now on this page, including directors, managers, administrators, etc. And there's plenty of qualifying information that is captured. Now one thing to note is that we are finding that people are responding to each video, answering the survey questions, providing more feedback. Now this tells me one thing, that they were genuinely interested in the information. So finally, let me close by saying it goes back to what we were discussing earlier. People want real, authentic information that will help them solve their problems and help them make decisions. This, in turn, will position you and brand you as the expert and authority in your marketplace and will help differentiate you from your competitors. And this is the reason and the why and the benefit of utilizing our Trusted Advisor marketing package. Now, if you'd like to engage with us or want more information, visit our website, streetsmartsolutionprovider.com. Go to our services page, click on Trusted Advisor Marketing Campaign, and you'll see the information there. In addition, you can call us at 1-800-505-5972. Here's to reinventing, reigniting, and revving up your sales. Have a great day and a great selling day.